Appropriate ways to educate children about rape and consent. 1. Ages 2 to 5. Introducing body autonomy. At this stage, focus on basic concepts of personal space, consent, and body safety. Teach proper names for body parts. Use words like penis, vagina, breasts, and buttocks instead of nicknames. Introduce the idea of consent. Teach that they can say no to unwanted hugs or kisses, even from family members. Explain private parts and boundaries. Tell them that some parts of the body are private and should not be touched by others. Good touch versus bad touch. Explain that hugs and high fives are okay, but touching private parts is not. How to teach. Use books like My Body Belongs to Me or No Means No. Role play scenarios. Example, what do you say if someone tries to touch you in a way that makes you uncomfortable? 2. Ages 6 to 9. Reinforcing boundaries and safe adults. At this stage, build on what they already know by adding more detailed discussion. Emphasize the right to say no. Make it clear that no one has the right to touch them in a way that feels wrong. Discuss safe versus unsafe secrets. Tell them that secrets about surprises like birthdays are okay, but secrets about someone touching them are not. Teach them about strangers and familiar people. Let them know that sometimes bad people can be people they know, not just strangers. Teach them what to do if something happens. Role play scenarios where the practice saying no could be leaving the situation and telling a trusted adult. How to teach. Use children's safety books like I Said No, or create a list of trusted adults they can talk to if they need or feel unsafe. 3. Ages 10 to 12. Preparing them for puberty and online safety. As they approach puberty, it's important to expand the conversation. Explain puberty and sexual changes. Teach them about body changes and that no one should touch them without consent. Talk about online safety. Warn them about online predators, sexting, and sharing private pictures. Teach assertiveness. Encourage them to speak up if something makes them feel uncomfortable. How to teach. Use real-life examples like news stories, TV shows to discuss these topics. Have open discussions about privacy and social media. 4. Ages 13 to 18. Understanding consent, peer pressure, and laws. At this stage, the conversation should focus on relationships, peer pressure, and legal consequences. Define consent clearly. Explain that yes must be voluntary, enthusiastic, and can be withdrawn at any time. Talk about alcohol and consent. Make them aware that someone under the influence cannot give consent. Discuss peer pressure and respect. Teach them that they should never pressure someone into sexual activities. Explain the legal consequences of rape. Talk about laws regarding sexual assault and age of consent. How to teach this. Watch and discuss movies or shows that depict consent issues. Encourage open discussions where they can ask questions without fear. And tips for parents. Keep the conversation ongoing. This is not a one-time talk. Revisit these topics as they grow. Encourage questions. Let them know they can come to you anytime with concerns. Lead by example. Model respect and consent in your own relationship. Here are some effective ways to educate children about rape. 1. Teach about body autonomy and consent. Help children understand that their body belongs to them. Teach them to say no firmly if someone touches them inappropriately. Explain that they should never be forced to hug, kiss, or sit on someone's lap if they don't want to. Introduce the concept of consent in everyday interactions. Example, asking permission before touching someone. 2. Use age-appropriate language. Use correct names for body parts to help children communicate clearly if something happens. Avoid euphemism that might confuse them. 3. Discuss good touch versus bad touch. Explain that some touches like hugs from parents are good, but others like private area touches are not okay, especially from strangers and even from family or close friends. Teach them that bad touch can come from strangers. 4. Encourage open communication. Let children know they can talk to you about anything without fear of punishment or shame. Create a safe environment where they can feel comfortable sharing their experiences. 5. Teach them to recognize unsafe situations. Explain situations that may be risky. Example, being alone with an adult in a secluded place. Teach them that to trust their instincts if they feel uncomfortable. 6. Teach online safety. Warn them about predators who may try to befriend them online. Teach them never to share their personal information or meet someone they've never met online. 7. Discuss peer pressure and coercion. Teach older children that no means no, and they should never be pressured into sexual activity. Explain that consent should be clear, enthusiastic, and ongoing. 8. Teach the importance of reporting. Assure children that they will never be in trouble for reporting abuse. Teach them to report to a trusted adult if they feel unsafe. Provide a list of trusted people they can turn to. Examples: parents, teachers, relatives. 9. Lead by example. Model respectful behavior and boundaries in your own relationship. Show them how to treat others with dignity and respect. 10. Educate them about laws and consequences for teenagers. Explain the legal consequences of rape and sexual assault. Teach them about consent laws and respecting other boundaries. By educating children in an open, supportive, and age-appropriate way, parents can empower them with the knowledge to protect themselves and others. If you found this video useful and thoughtful, or these tips useful, please do well to share this video, and don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section, and please, if you've not subscribed or yet to subscribe to our channel, do well to support this channel by clicking on the subscribe button. Thank you.